The United States and Japan have announced a major bolstering of military cooperation. In talks with Washington, D.C., officials declared a range of measures to counter threats from China and North Korea. Asia correspondent Brent O'Halloran joins us live now from Taipei. Brent, how significant are these announcements?
Yeah, Gab, from a military capability and a historical perspective, these are quite significant. Japanese and US officials just wrapped up those first round of talks in DC. They announced a range of agreements will be signed later this week. They will cover the cooperation on advanced military technologies, an agreement to work together in the area of space and clarify rules around conflict in space, and a general commitment to work together on preserving peace in the Indo-Pacific.
Our alliance is a cornerstone of peace, security, and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific, and the steps that we announced today will strengthen the alliance's ability to uphold the rules-based order that we are both very much committed to.
The specifics of these deals will be released later this week when Japanese Prime Minister Kishida meets with the US President Biden in Washington, D.C. He's heading over from a whirlwind trip of Europe where he met leaders of France, Italy and the UK. He signed a strategic partnership with Italy and in the UK a defence agreement which will see troops deployed to each other's countries. That's Japan's first such agreement with a European nation. Now, Gav, this is all part of what is a huge bolstering of Japan's military under Japanese Prime Minister Kishida. Japan recently announced it will increase military investment over the next 5 years to become the world's third largest spender on weapons. As analysts note, it's a major shift for a nation which used to have pacifism enshrined in its constitution.
I think what's quite shocking for the Japanese public, and if you look at public opinion polls in Japan, there is a dramatic shift in favor of increased spending, increased investments in defense.
And Gab, North Korea's recent ramp-up in missile tests and threats, as well as China's military build-up around Taiwan, were cited as the reasoning behind Japan's beefing up its defence and carrying out these meetings like the one in DC. It's also understood that the US will announce a bolstering of forces in Japan.